Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 5, and today we're taking a look at the 2013 Wuling Sunshine S. Now this is the first full production Chinese car to ever be on a Forza game, and it's been in production since 2015 as a more upmarket version of the second generation Sunshine that this is based on, and it's made as a joint venture between two Chinese companies, SAIC and Lizu Wuling Motors Company, along with, surprisingly, General Motors of America. And yeah, it's a Microvan with a 5-speed manual gearbox and a rear-wheel drive, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. And yeah, it's overall a fairly decent, low-cost way of getting about. It's nothing spectacular, but quite frankly, given it's from China and I don't have much knowledge about Chinese cars, I was kind of maybe expecting a little worse, but it doesn't look bad at all. Certainly worse looking vehicles on this game. Interior wise, well, it's got plenty of space. It's got, nice dials that are easy to see, they're not covered up by anything. And yeah, it's all a bit dreary in here, but there's plenty of equipment. You've got air conditioning, you've got a radio, and you've got a nice gearbox, like I said, 5-speed right near you, and yeah, it's all fairly nicely done, obviously on the cheap, but you've got even a couple of cup holders down there as well. And yeah, the rear is quite spacious as well. You can get 3 people in there, so a nice 5-seater Microvan, but it's a boot where it's best, because it's got a huge amount of rear space there. Not just a tall car, obviously, but quite a decently wide one as well. And yeah, low sill as well, so you're not got to lift it over anything or out like that. So really rather capacious and really spacious in there at all. And yeah, still it only weighs 2,789 pounds, which is not much, especially given all of the interior space, which is obviously there because of the short bonnet. And yeah, the reason it's able to have a short bonnet is because it's got quite a small engine. It's got a 1.2 litre inline 4 engine producing 84 horsepower and 80 pounds-feet of torque, which, yeah, not great, not the best at all by any means, but it's going to be economical, no doubt, being so small. And yeah, it's certainly not got all that much in the way of weight to lug around either. So yeah, I'm overall fairly reasonably surprised by this, to be honest. I was expecting a lot worse, but yeah, that's probably just because I've seen, those Top Gear episodes where we're in that three-wheeler monstrosity that wouldn't even keep you upright. So yeah, nonetheless, let's get out onto the open road and see what this car can do. So with such a small engine and those horsepower and torque ratings, this is not going to be the fastest thing in the world, so we're not going to go around the track, but we'll see what it gets up to before we hit the speed camera on this drag strip. But yeah, it's by no means a speed machine, but then again, it's not meant to be. It's just merely a more upmarket version of a very, high production, cheap economy kind of car. So yeah, as far as it goes in terms of those things, it's reasonable. But yeah, as you can see, no speed machine whatsoever. Just about got up to 70. I do wish the third gear was a little bit shorter, because, like I said, it is 5-speed, so yeah, you've got a long way to go until you can change up again. But yeah, there's not really much point, to be honest, because it can only do 0 to 60 in 16.018 seconds. 0 to 100 is impossible because it only has an 85-mile-an-hour speed limit. So yeah, it does seem a bit like the gears are a little bit off in terms of how they are spaced out, because you'd think with only an 85-mile-an-hour speed limit you'd be getting up to third in about 60, and then getting up to 4th and then 5th as a more higher gear. We are getting up to more than 85 now, but I think that might have been because we're going downhill or something. But yeah, still, it's yeah, like I said, no speed machine. But then again, if you were expecting that, then that's your own fault for having ludicrously high expectations, because this is clearly a mass-produced economy car made to get the population of China on the move. It's a bit weird though that GM are involved, and I have no idea why. Maybe they're seeking profits from other countries that they're not really got a foothold in. But yeah, it is a bit of a weird collaboration between two Chinese companies and then an American one. I highly doubt a lot of GM's customers would be happy about their China involvement, but yeah, still, it's surprisingly a decent handling car as well. obviously the power and the acceleration really isn't challenging in it all that much, but like I said, certainly didn't expect it to be rear-wheel drive, and yeah, it's kind of fun to drive in that regards, because you know it's got quite a lengthy wheelbase to it, and those tyres aren't particularly thick, so you can quite easily get this sliding around if you so wish, and that's going to be even more possible when you change out the engines, because you've got quite a nice variety of engines to choose from to swap into this. You've got V8s, you've got an inline 6, you've got a turbocharged rally engine to put in it. You can also widen it in terms of the body, put a new body kit onto it, which is kind of ridiculous, but then this is the kind of same realm as that Austin Taxi that we had in the previous game, where no, it's not a particularly fast car, yet it's more of a car for practical purposes, but you can do some ludicrous upgrades to it, and this is more along those lines. But yeah, still, I like it, and yeah, it's by no means the best car we've ever had added to a Forza game, but as the first mass-produced Chinese car added to a Forza game, I'm perfectly fine with it. And yeah, we've got two more, well, one more in terms of actual Chinese cars added to the game, but we've got two MGs coming to the series, to the game soon, with the MG SV Power thing, and then we've got the MG3 coming as well, which is Chinese made, although also that is sold in the likes of the UK, unlike this. But still, I really rather enjoy the fact that they're putting these kind of cars in. Just widens the variety of the car list, and yeah, makes it a you know, a more different kind of game to, you know, play. I'm looking forward to seeing what this can do in terms of races, either stock or upgraded. And yeah, you can get it by getting 25 points in the current festival playlist. Easy enough, I did it in less than half an hour, and yeah, you get your hands on this rather unique vehicle. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!